Hey Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay.
What up with your Crap and Mooch and Jay with?
Wake on up. It's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap. Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap. Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap. Make sure.
Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Hey Mooch and Crap, hey Jay.
Hey Mooch and Crap. What up, Mooch and Crap and Jay?
Sup, Mooch and Crap. Sup, JDUBBS.
Hello, Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch? What up, Crap?
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? You guys have the best damn podcast on YouTube, bar none.
Hadouken! Good morning, everybody. That's got to be everybody's new alarm clock wake up, right? A Mooch Hadouken. It's fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to M&C Mornings. Great show today. We got a great show. We got a lot of calls. I didn't even get a chance to tell Crap. Me and Jay were talking about it earlier. Crap, we got a ton of calls today from people. The number's outstanding.
Yeah.
So the community is alive with all the news that's been going on, a lot of the rumors. Phil's comments about E3 are big. It's all in the ticker. New Microsoft Studios head and Matt Booty. So much stuff happening. But first, let's all enjoy that first sip of coffee and get a chance to say what's up to everybody. Crap, how are you today?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. You know, like during the theme song came out, like I follow this Twitter account called Fat Kid Deals, and they're like, the new Mario Amiibo cereal is at Target. It's in. So I ordered 4 boxes. Like literally while the thing's going on.
Are you
like,
keeping one for keeps and you're gonna eat the 3 or what? What's going on?
Well, I'll probably give some to Hellhammer. He's a big cereal guy. I'm not really much on cereal myself, but like just I don't know, like just to keep it, I guess.
Well, Hellhammer's into things that are crunching in your ear while playing PUBG.
Oh,
so I could see
absolutely.
that
Like,
being true. Yeah. How
Yeah,
about that? That threw off our
hilarious,
whole
yeah.
tactical scheme, Crap.
It does. You know, it's not as bad as like some people just like, you know, like sometimes people hop in your party.
Yeah.
If you don't lock it and you're playing PUBG trying to communicate, and then they just start talking bullshit, and then next thing you know, like you're dead and nobody knows what's going on. And
Is that somebody outside the building? No, that's Hellhammer eating Funyuns. Oh, my fault.
He was eating
Whoops.
baked potato chips. I was like, he was like, oh.
That crunch. If I worked for a potato chip company, I would ask him to come in. I want to record those chews. They made me hungry. That's how good he was at chewing those chips.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you are, folks. This was brought to you by Lay's Potato Chips and Hellhammer's Crunch. While everyone's kind of wrestling in, let's say what's up to our producer, JDUBBS. How the hell are you this morning? From Men in Black. That's great.
I'm doing great, guys. I spent my morning. I think I was talking to you guys earlier. Well, I was talking to Mooch earlier that I was spending my morning out on my deck, like cracking ice and shit. So I'm like exhausted, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad the sun is shining. Believe me.
Yes. I think the weather has made a turn for the better up here. I mean, Jay's above 0. We're actually flirting with 40 degrees here in New York.
Jeez, 40 degrees.
Hey, listen, Crap. All right, it's a heat wave. There's people on the Polar Bear Club is happening right now. Okay, it's easy this week.
It's a heat wave.
You know what I mean?
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I hear you, man. Like, we went through some rough weather earlier, but we're going up to 75 today. So
Well, it's good to see you guys can get back to tanning and walking around.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we don't want
Shorts
you guys not doing that. You know,
I tell people that because this is the thing. Like I tweeted out earlier, it was 26 degrees when I got up and I had to go to work, and I tweeted out, I was like, "This is nonsense." You know what I mean? Like I don't like this weather. Yes, because the thing is, like in Florida, we might get a few days where it's like in the 30s here or there, but by noontime, it's back up to 60s at least. You know, and that's not jacket weather for me. I'm a big guy. You know what I mean? I don't have a big jacket. I have like a little windbreaker. So when it's in the 20s and I'm like freezing my balls off, I was like, holy crap. You know what I mean? Like I do got like a hat and stuff, but it's like, damn, it was cold. So I'm happy that it's like, I like it in the 60s, you know, like just
that's
for a high. Yeah. 60s for a high, 50s in the lows.
I got a perfect place for you to live, Crap. It's called San Francisco, and they have rooftop parties with switches.
Oh, you know what? I would love that. I would probably love that because
it's like 69 degrees all year round over there, Crap.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could put up with the people there.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to smile a lot more than you currently do.
Yeah, and that's probably not going to
the house though. Only when you leave the house.
Yeah, I couldn't be that fake, man. That would be, you know. Yeah.
You know what I like about New York, man? That one thing is it's sometimes it's too real over here. You know, you're walking around, you say something, and somebody will just be like, you know, either shut the hell up or that's bullshit. You'll just get that out of the corner somewhere from somewhere. You're like, wow, that guy's just chiming in with his 2 cents. That's great. Yeah, over there, everything's perfect, great, fine, super duper, fantastic. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Listen, they have rooftop parties. That is a fact. Well, that is a fact.
Well, if they do, I mean, I couldn't afford to live over there. I'd be living on the street, but yeah, I could still go to some parties.
It is expensive as all hell. That is true.
I mean, hell, Ryan McCaffrey can't even afford a 4K TV for Christ's sake.
Yeah, times are rough out there.
Yeah, it's extremely, extremely rough.
Well, you know,
that my friend is a you problem.
It is for those folks out there, Mooch. That's true. But yeah, you know, Crap, I do want to bring something up because there's this rumor, right? And we have it in the ticker. There's a rumor that we're going to get a very big announcement regarding digital games or the way digital games are being presented or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the word?
Here's the thing, right? First of all, I don't like the rumor source. It's Z Tiny.
Yeah. Z Huge. Yeah.
Yeah. So secondly, I mean, they could be having something to announce, right? The biggest idea behind this is what's going on is we might have the ability to either gift games that we already own to somebody else or sell our digital games back to Microsoft for some type of money.
Okay, well, the
two biggest rumors.
The first one gets me a little more excited because the returning it for certain amounts of money, I mean, we all saw what the percentage was going to be, right? And listen, something greater than nothing is better than nothing. True. But there's also something for just saying digital collection, right? So, I mean, let's put it this way. So a $60 game, Crap, let's just say you get that, you know, $6 back for a return digital game. Listen, again, options, right? We're in the era of options. So if you want the option, folks, by all means, I would applaud Microsoft giving you that option. Myself personally, even a game that I don't play, I don't want their $6. You know what I mean? That's like haggling at like a tag sale or a garage sale. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do those things because I don't feel like going there and somebody has a tag on something for $25 and you're like, I'll take it for $5. And they're like, get out of here. And you're like, all right, you settle on 12. You know, and then you get home and you're like, what am I going to do with this funky lamp anyways? I mean, you're not going to, I just think it's better off keeping it in your digital collection. Now, the gifting, or as they say in Seinfeld, the regift, okay, is happening at a rapid rate here. I got a couple of codes over Christmas that I would have liked to have regift because I already had the game. I would prefer that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's supposedly something big, so
neither of those seem big though. They seem
so?
Nice.
The ability to gift games that you have, but maybe are finished or whatever, that to me is a megaton.
Well, hear me out though, Crap. Okay, so you have Assassin's Creed Origins. Somebody gives you Assassin's Creed Origins. Now you can give away a gift. Don't you want the gift?
Well, after you beat it or whatever, right?
Well, what I'm saying is, why don't you? What I would prefer is if I have AC Origins and you don't know this, and you go, Mooch, here's AC Origins code. I'd like to be able to take that and redeem the $60 value or whatever it is you paid, because I can see what you paid for it. Let me see what you paid for it, and then I get that value towards another. So let's say you got it on sale for $40. Okay, that means I get 40. I already have AC Origins, so it should give a drop down. You know, install AC Origins as gift or redeem monetary value for gift. and then it goes into my Microsoft account. So if you gift me and I already have it, well, if you paid 60, I get 60. If you paid 4, I'm going to get the gift. You know, you're not going to get slighted. And then I get that, and then I can go buy a game that I don't have.
Yeah.
I prefer that because you gift me a game, I already have the game too. What are we, just passing hot potato? I mean, I'd rather have the value, and I would like to enjoy the gift. I mean, I would not like it. If I gift JDUBBS a game, I'm not going to feel great if JDUBBS is like, I already got that game. I gave it to crap. Well, then Jay didn't get the gift.
He doesn't even need to tell anybody. You know what I mean? Just like, yeah, great game. I appreciate it. You know,
well,
I mean,
you're talking about like the showmanship. I'm talking about like people that aren't in our world, like, you know, Uncle Jimmy. Hey, Uncle Jimmy, I want you to play AC Origins. I already got that for Christmas. I didn't need that. Okay. But now Uncle Jimmy can only re-gift the game. He doesn't get the game. He doesn't get the gift.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know. I think the idea is, say I get, or I think it's just, I think you're looking at it wrong. For me personally, it's just, I have maybe a game that somebody doesn't have, and they're like, man, it would have been nice. I really want to play Wolfenstein 2, but I never played the first one. Well, you know what? I'm done with that shit. So here you go. You know what I mean? Like, just to me, that's pretty cool. So
no, I mean, I know what you're saying, and I'm just tweeting out here what we're talking about on today's show. Folks in the audience, please do tweet out. YouTube has a very, you gotta share it.
They're super shoddy at letting people know that the show's live and stuff. So just so you guys know, like, share it on the social media and all that kind of stuff. It's really appreciated. And also, you got to hit the bell. Although apparently that does jack all shit for my channel.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you hit the bell. Congrats.
Well, yeah, I went and put the room up, and even JDUBBS, we're talking, you know, we're getting stuff ready before the show, and he's like, I don't even see it in my feed. He had to actually go into my channel and find it. It wasn't running on his feed that the reminder and all that other stuff. It didn't pop up for him, and he's not the only one. He said it also happened with the show CCC with Mel.
Yeah,
and
that shit happens all the time. Like, they change how things happen, and it's just it's shitty.
It really is. But I mean, getting back to the gifting, you know, and I know we really do sound like we're Seinfeld and Costanza here. But I mean, to be honest with you, crap,
zing,
zing,
they're zinging me. Come on,
he's getting me, Jerry.
He's zinging me left and right.
But I mean, realistically, look, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, they say, right? So if Jay buys me something, and I'm not talking about our scenario, crap, I'm stepping out of Mooch and Crap and JDUBBS. Now we're just Joe Blow Gamer, okay? I get a gift from my friend, and I have the game. His idea of giving me the gift is actually the monetary value as well. So if I have the game, or let's say he gifts me a game I don't want to play, okay? So he gifts me a game I don't want to play. I want to take the monetary value and go buy something I want. The gift is still the gift. Look, put it this way. Almost 95% of you that celebrate anything around the Christmas time, every one of you got a gift receipt in the box. The gift receipt is, if you don't like what I bought you, please return it to the store and accept the monetary value and buy what you'd like. Yeah. That's what this should be. Not just a, I'm your friend and I'm forcing you to play Wolfenstein 2. Or as I like to say it again, remember, folks, Stein works for Xbox, so I'm calling it Wolfenselfie 2. Yeah. So Wolfenselfie 2, I don't want to play Wolfenselfie 2. So if you don't want to, no, I'm saying that. It's an example. Right? Wolfenstein. Instead of Stein, it's selfie, guys. Yes, roll with me, folks. Roll with me. Follow along. But yeah, nonetheless, crap, I think that would be cool. Now, I like your idea too. Why can't we have, I think we can have both of those. Either re-gift the game or give me the monetary value and let me purchase. Because someone like you and someone like Boom that has all the games, you might go, Mooch, it doesn't do me any good with the monetary value because I have what I want. Okay, so you're going to re-gift the game to Hellhammer or me or Jay or etc. And that works. But maybe you do want to put it, and you all of a sudden, I gift you a game. I know you have it. And then what do? You take the monetary value, you put it in your Microsoft account, and then when Sea of Thieves comes, you use my money to buy that game.
I mean, that would be cool.
Right.
I would have no problem with
that.
It's
all money, and Microsoft's getting the same cut. No one's getting ousted by my idea.
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends on what they kind of decide to do with that. But supposedly it's a big announcement. Who knows with Z Tiny? I don't know. Like that guy.
Yeah, Z Small sometimes can be a little.
Like your pie charts are much better, in my opinion.
I miss my pie charts. You know, sometimes that was a tough time. Mooch Huge was great.
I remember that was great.
Those were really nice. I enjoyed the color scheme I had going.
Yeah, that was pretty damn awesome.
Oh. Nukem just writes, I miss pie. No, chill, still.
Chills, yes. Hey, Nukem. Come on, man. You're married. You should get all the pie you want.
Nukem here.
Nukem. Hey, it's me, Nukem. I don't get any pie. I don't know why.
I don't get any pie. I don't know why. That's great. That's a great like wrestling slogan, crap.
I know, right? Hey, Jay, who do we got on deck?
Do we have somebody?
Do we have somebody? We have lots.
We have plenty.
We have plenty.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I wanted to get to some early.
Yeah. So we have one of our biggest Patreon contributors, Biggie2316.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Looking good in that M&C shirt, by the way.
That's right.
Morning, Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS. This is Biggie2316. I'm just kind of curious to get your thoughts for E3 this year regarding Microsoft. What would you consider to be a disappointment to you for a non-announcement? You know, they come out, they have the show, and you're expecting, you know, a certain announcement, whether it's a game or a feature, and they don't announce that. I'm just kind of curious your thoughts on what that would be for you as far as a disappointing E3 goes. All right. Have a great day. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Well, I think everybody's expecting a Fable trailer of some sort, CGI or whatever. Who was it? Alan Walsh said it. He thinks the game is going to come out 2019.
Yes.
So, that to me, a 2018 announcement would be fine. People want to see some sort of roadmap. This isn't Lionhead Studios. This is Playground Games. They do quality shit. Their stuff's on time. I would assume that even though everybody's like, oh, they're just now starting, we've heard about Fable for over a year now.
Right.
So this could have been an early concept and stuff like that for a while now. If they don't announce Fable this E3, that would be disappointing. If they don't announce Halo,
Crap, reiterate Biggie's question. Because I was typing something on Twitter.
He's wondering if there would be something that if we didn't get an announcement, would we be depressed or upset about it at E3? Like, what would
you're saying Fable needs?
Yeah, if we don't see something Fable, to me that would be a huge letdown this year.
I do agree with you 110%. I guess the only thing that I would say on top of that, so we have a little bit more open discussion on Biggie's question, would be I want to see a new IP or two.
Yeah.
I would like to see. I don't care if it's coming out in 2020. I don't care if it's coming out in 2021. Phil's got to put something together. Have the developer come up on stage, cry on his shoulder a little bit, and you know what I mean? Do the whole nine, and get people to love what they're creating and get amped about it. Being like, I've been working my whole life on this. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see people come up there and show that they're actually putting their TLC into a new game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we might see one, but yeah. So
you think two is asking too much? We do have a live call.
I know. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey now.
Hey, what's up, y'all? They're Griggity here. Hey, man, I was listening to Crossfire like a couple days ago, and Crab was making some good points about Sony. He was pretty much saying how we know what they're going to do, and it really made me think. He's absolutely right. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they're going to have a couple of third-party exclusives coming. Maybe Guerrilla's going to go back to Killzone. Who knows? But Crab was absolutely right. We know everything they're doing. Where with Microsoft, we don't know nothing. We know they're doing games. We know they're making games, but we have no clue. Besides the games that's announced for, Sea of Thieves and State of Decay and Crackdown. So Crab is absolutely right. We have no idea. So if Microsoft comes out and announces games, what is going to be the narrative change then? What is it going to be? I'm so curious. What is the next narrative game going to be? Well, they don't have any single player games, or I don't know. I'm just curious to see what you guys think about that. So anyway, peace and love.
Well, there you go, Crap. He's just reiterating what you said on Friday, and it did make some good points.
Yeah, we know everything all their first-party studios are doing, and Guerrilla Games is 100% making Horizon Zero Dawn 2. So that game has way bigger upside than Killzone 8. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I think you're right in the point that we got a bit of a problem here with. I mean, the thing is, though, look, we can say this all we want, but we know the way the narrative is going to be spread and the way people are going to talk about it. And, Sony's going to show the same stuff again, which no surprise to anybody. Crap said it himself. I agree. But people are not going to complain. They're going to be like, well, I'm amped for that crap. So I don't care that they showed it again. Every year I see a little bit more of it, and it gets me that much more amped. You know, so they're not going to get any negative slack for showing Sucker Punch's new game and showing another glimpse into Kojima's magical fantasy world. And they're not going to mind. They're going to say, I like those games, and that's what I want to play. But this year, the only thing is as games release, they're going to have less and less. I mean, by E3, we're supposed to have already had God of War come out, right? And what's the other game? Detroit. I don't know if that's probably not coming out to the fall. I don't think there's a date on that. Is there a date on Detroit Become Human yet?
There's no date on any of their first party stuff.
Right. So, I mean, there is an issue there, folks. And we'd be saying the same thing about Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
If Microsoft had Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3, and now 2 out of 3, they don't have dates for. But if they had nothing, I'd be like, dude, we're entering spring soon. We don't even have a date. I mean, these are things like dates usually come out 6 months in advance. So
well, supposedly, I mean, if God of War was really coming out in March, we're almost in February. Don't you think we'd know it by now?
Right. Yes, I do. To be honest,
I mean, yeah. So, I'm not exactly sure that that's a sure thing. I will say that I pre-ordered that collector's edition, and that says June 30th.
Which one, crap?
The God of War one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
What comes in the collector's edition? I did see a glimpse of the
and all that kind of stuff. It's like $150, but hell yeah, dude, I'm down for that.
There you go, folks. He's not just called CrapGamer for nothing. He games everywhere. Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna do an unboxing with that shit and stuff. Like, as you know, I got a new setup and stuff, and I'm looking for the first thing that I'm actually gonna like kind of unbox. And it might, I don't know if this would be a big deal, but there's this game. It's like, I guess it's like an RPG game. It's called Elix, right? Okay. And they had this really expensive collector's edition. And it's down to like $40 on Amazon. So I bought that, and it comes with a statue and some cool shit. Interesting kind of game. So I might delve into that a little bit and unbox that and, do some other cool stuff. But, I just buy everything. You know who buys literally everything, though, is Boomstick. So
wow, did you see that?
Yeah, he's like, look, I got all this stuff. And I'm like, holy shit.
Like, when he said I got this month taken care of or something, and he showed the games, before I looked at the picture, I thought he just meant he downloaded all the games with gold free games. Yeah. And I looked and I'm like, oh my God.
Come on.
No, I know. But this is it's true. I haven't even done it yet. I haven't even looked. I usually go the last day.
Zombie. That was the one.
When Major Nelson's like, don't forget, this is your last day to get Zombie. Some of them I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I did. Right. I think Hellhammer downloads them, so I automatically get them. So yeah.
Yeah, we got another call. Come on down.
Mornings. What's up?
On M&C. Hey now.
Hi guys, Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS, controller from Xbox Live again. Just wondering, with the recent announcement that Microsoft are going to be licensing NBA Jam for a new game or whatever they're doing, do you think it's possible that we could maybe see them license other games? Because I'm really fed up with waiting for a new Skate and a new SSX. Just wondering what you guys think about that. Thanks very much.
I'm pumped, Crap. I'm not going to lie to you. I put a lot of time in as a kid to NBA Jam.
Yeah, you know what? This was like a super surprising thing. And here's the thing. Maybe you guys know who Rand Outdoors. He did this kind of video about, Microsoft, Phil reaffirms commitment to first party or whatever, but is it this gen or next gen? Fair point. But I would say that the whole reason that they're, quote unquote, have their checkbooks open is to stopgap until that stuff comes out. Right. And you better believe Fable's going to be on Xbox One X. So, you know what I mean? Halo 6 will be on Xbox One X. Gears 5 will be on Xbox One X. But they're also getting stuff in the interim as well. So they're covered between now and then. And I think I think that's great.
I totally agree with everything you just said, Crap, because the reason I totally agree with you is it worked this generation for both companies. Definitely worked for Sony. Definitely worked for Microsoft with Halo and the Uncharted, depending on how you look at it. But my point is that people think when a new console comes out, that's when they need to launch a new Halo, Gears, or Uncharted, or God of War. And as you can see, that's clearly not the case.
You know what? Actually, you don't launch your flagship title with your console. You wait until there's people that own the bitch.
Right. You got to wait until people own the damn thing. Right.
Yeah, you actually hope to launch a new IP with the console that can be a hit, right? Like, that's the whole idea behind it. We haven't really had that this generation, though. I don't think from either side. People will probably call out Horizon Zero Dawn as that, but I don't agree with that. I think that's an okay game. I'm happy if it's true that it did inspire Microsoft to reinvest in Fable, but I think they were already investing in Fable before that point.
I do
to be honest
too.
with you.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I just I think that you know, I'm just happy with how the gaming stuff is going right now. To be honest with you, and this is kind of sad, just PUBG's been my life.
I know.
Like, and you know what's funny? I bring up Rand, right? Like, good dude. I miss actually doing a podcast with him because we sometimes have. I would have loved to kind of debate his point on that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Maybe we get Rand to come back on Xbox Station or Crossfire.
We should get him to come on sometime this week, man, because that would be a good point of contention. Because he, you know, like I liked his video, but I disagree a little bit. You know what I mean? So it would have been a good time to kind of talk about that. Phone lines are busy. If you guys do want to call in, MC Space Mornings on Skype. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey now.
Good morning, Mooch and Crab. This is Sir X-Man. Guys, after 3 months of moving and getting stuff together, I'm finally back on Xbox. You don't know how boring it is not to be able to play with your friends and getting messages all the time. And thank God they got this Xbox Live beta app where at least I could be able to party chat with my friends and apprise them of my situation. And to celebrate me coming back, you know what my friends said they want to do? They don't want to play on the Xbox One. They all want to get together tonight and play split second on the Xbox 360. Those are my friends right there. And uh-oh, what happened?
What? We hear you.
We hear you, buddy.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought I disconnected. I'm so sorry. Thank you. So I'm glad to be back. I'll be back playing with you guys sometime. And hopefully, Mooch, we can get together and still get down on that Doom sometime. We've been waiting to do that now. I know you've been wanting to see it in 4K. All right, everybody. Enjoy the show. And somebody get in touch with Lucas. She needs to be here. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Thanks, Jay.
It's always good to get the regulars calling in and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Sir X-Man is great. And I'll tell you something, he makes a good point, Crap. You know, this is a function. That's what people say. They're like, what is it you want to see out of Xbox moving forward? And of course, we want the power, right? We want to have the resolution. We want to have the GPU and CPU be as strong as they can. But realistically, I like the features. And I know that they're just getting ramped up. They're just getting ramped up. But if the people are ever listening to the show or you're talking to anybody, I'd like to see Upload Studio get a refresh.
Jesus, does that need a refresh?
Yeah, you know, a couple
Holy
things
crap.
need some help, Crap. I mean, that's why when they said, now you can take your theme from light to dark and put a timer on it. And I'm like, what? Who the hell asked for that? I mean, I understand what it is and I get the function, but it's not necessary. You know what I mean? It's almost like those Michael J. Fox and Back to the Future 2. We all thought it was really cool when you put the sneaker on and it laced it for you, but then we were like, you know what? We just slip our shoes on anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need them to be like laces charging. You know what I mean? I don't need that stuff. So, I mean, myself personally, I just think that that's one of those things that you go, that's neat, but I'm probably never going to use it. So I hope the Microsoft guys over there are going back and reading what we're asking for and not just, you know, having people just randomly over there pick what they want. So I don't know. I just don't think that theme thing was a big deal. I think the Do Not Disturb is fantastic, though.
Hey, someone in the chat goes, Rand is an Xbox fanboy in disguise. When the hell was it a disguise? The guy's got over 1 million gamer score.
Yeah, Rand is Xbox through and through. And if you don't know
the only reason
that,
he got a PS4 or anything was because somebody gave it to him.
Yeah, like, that's hashtag mooching. Fantastic. I'm very proud of him.
Like, holy shit. I think he got a PlayStation VR mooching too. Like, holy crap.
Very proud of the Ranster on that. That is cool.
Yeah. Like, you know, that's and VR is awesome. I thought it was pretty damn
yeah.
You know, pretty cool stuff. Like somebody in the chat, Biggie goes, Mooch only plays Doom on VR.
VR is
like,
the future, people. It's the
Oh,
future.
no.
Don't even go there. It's the future. I'm telling you. It's
Dr.
great.
Evil.
It's great, damn it.
Great. I'm hip. I'm cool. It's so good. I can't get enough of it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few people in the chat making some great points here. No, but I don't know what that person said about Doom. I haven't even tried Doom VR yet. I don't know. Is that even a multiplayer game, Crap? I don't think so.
Doom? I don't think so. Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, it's literally I want Doom to get its 4K bump on the Xbox One X. That's what I'm waiting for, to go back and play that. And I think that's what
Where is
Sir
that?
X-Man.
Like, you know, the funny thing is, there's these games that you would figure would already been updated, like Battlefield 1,
right?
Doom. Some of these games just scream update, and they haven't yet been updated. That's a bit of a letdown, in my opinion. But you know, I hope that we get that soon. You know, because I held off on Doom on Xbox One. I started it and I liked it a lot, but I was like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna be great once they hit that 4K update, and we haven't got it yet.
Such a long game, Crap. It's, I mean, personally, I think I beat it.
It
It's
does.
fun,
It
but
does.
it's
I mean,
long.
yeah,
It's long.
yeah.
You know, I haven't even gotten back into, and I haven't gotten back into Wolfenstein 2.
I hear some people saying they don't like it as much for some reason or another.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not fair for me to say. Up until I'm at the very beginning of the game, so like I just thus far on, you know, when you get into the submarine, etc., and you're running around, you're talking to everybody, kind of doing a task here and there. I just haven't been that enthralled with it. But people said once you get past a certain area, like you get past a third of it, it really opens up and it becomes a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to go at it. I just want to I kind of just want to go at it and just have fun with it and see where it takes me. But I'm just not enthralled. And, you know, shout out to Snoopy, who's on Twitter. Really funny tweet he made this morning, Crap. He goes, every day I open up my games, my digital games, and I look at them all, and I'm like, what game will I play today? And then I end up playing only PUBG. That's so my life. Like, I'm like, what am I going to play now? I finished End of Zoe, Resident Evil 7's 1 DLC. I just started up Not a Hero. You're actually supposed to do Not a Hero first, then End of Zoe. But to be honest with you, I know both stories so well that it really didn't matter. So now I'm doing the Not a Hero DLC. That's what I'm playing in between PUBG and Witcher 3. But I mean, like Witcher 3, you can do a mission, and you can do a mission every day for the rest of your life, and game gift that to a great grandchild at that point, because it'll never end. So it is what it is. But you know, like here you go, Jesse Darby saying in the chat, yes, it does open up, Mooch. I really think I am going to give when I get done with the DLC for Not a Hero, which is only like 2 hours. When I get done with that today, I will go to Wolfenstein 2 and I will give it my undivided attention, because I think it's a game that I need to get through. It's that glorious. So, but yeah, Doom on VR, Crap, is it's on my top 5 of things I've got to get to.
I have it too. Yeah, I'm gonna be delving.
Did you get it on sale?
That.
It was a great sale.
Yes, I got it on sale. And so I'm actually happy that I got it on sale. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be able to kind of delve into that. You know what? I'd like the fact I want VR to stick around because I enjoy it, but also, you know, I think that I want to see where it goes from here.
Yes.
And so I think for it to be able to do that, people need to buy it a little bit. So. Yeah,
no, totally agree. Jay, we should probably do another voicemail.
Because we do got
rambling.
Yeah, now that we finally got some people showing up. Thanks, YouTube.
Yes, we have a lot of voicemails. So we've got CV Killer 617X on deck.
Okay. Let's do it.
What's going on, Mooch? Crap? JDUBBS? It's CV Killer 617X. My question is, I was reading an article about the old IPs from Rockstar that was supposed to come out this year, and I was wondering if you know anything about them, and if you would like to see any of them come back, besides Red Dead 2. The talk of a Midnight Club that was supposed to come out, or a Bully 2. I want to know, you know, if Rockstar was to make another game to come out again, what would you like to see? Would it be Bully, Midnight Club, Max Payne, or even a Manhunt? Those games did pretty well when they came out, especially Midnight Club with the customization. I think that was insane. So let me know what you guys would like to see, and let's go Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
That's a zinger, Crap. I would say Max Payne, Crap. I thoroughly enjoyed Max Payne 3 on 360. Loved every second of it. And I never played Bully. So Bully 2 would be fine. And Ready, Crap, here's one for you. This one's for you. I wouldn't mind, and this will never happen, folks. So you can take this, we can talk about it, and we can just recycle it. But LA Noire 2. I'm actually in the mood for a true mystery that's got some actual money behind it and a true developer behind it. You know what I mean? We've had a lot of these, like, you know, the Ethan Carter thing, and we had that Murder Soul Suspect or whatever that thing was called. Not that stuff, okay? Not that stuff.
Yeah.
Like LA Noire style, give me something with some meat on the bones, right?
All right. Your Take-Two, which is the company that owns Rockstar or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, what game should we do next? Should we do a follow-up to GTA, since that's at like 1 billion freaking copies sold and makes us billions of dollars a year on GTA Online? You know, because they're going to do the same thing with Red Dead, right? Like, that's going to have Red Dead Online, and it's going to be huge.
Hell yeah.
Right? Or should you do Bully 2? You know what I mean? Like, or they're not going to do Midnight Club. They're not going to do. They probably won't do Bully 2.
I don't think so.
They're going to do Red Dead and GTA and go back and forth on that. Max Payne underperformed incredibly. I had that game. I never played it. I thought it looked good, but the achievements were a bitch. So I never got around to actually playing it, but it looked really good.
Yes. No, I agree with you. For some reason, I hope that I would like to see. The other thing is this: I wouldn't mind, and it's not going to happen right now. I wouldn't mind GTA 6 coming down the pipe. GTA 5 came out in what, 2012?
Yeah.
Like, can we get? It's 6 years, folks. I don't think I'm overstepping the boundaries by saying, can we at least get an announcement? Because if you get an announcement in 18. It's not going to come out. The earliest it'll come out is fall 19.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind, 7 years between GTA games. I don't think that's asking too much. But with Red Dead coming out this year, did they say Red Dead spring crap?
Supposedly.
I thought it was spring. We have a live call. But
yeah,
I mean, no. Yes, maybe this person calling will let us know.
Yep. M&C, what's up?
Come on down.
Hi, Mooch, Crap, and Jay. Great Canadian web slayer, Mighty Spidey here from the Great White North. Guys, I got my first chicken dinner last night.
Congrats.
Felt pretty good.
Winner.
One point I was feeling like pizza, and I was feeling like burgers. Actually, I can't lie to you guys. You guys are like familia. I had pizza last night. I didn't have chicken. I had pizza. Now, the real reason for my call is to give you an update on the Boldly Beaver. Being Canadian, I know everything about every Canadian here. So the Boldly Beaver is on a side quest right now to find Sean Murray. He'll be back soon. Last but not least, I'm really looking forward to this new JKB and Mooch podcast. Crap, you owe me $100. All right, boys. Have a good one. Take care.
Wait, why do I owe him $100?
I have no idea why you owe him anything. Maybe you can gift him a game and he can gift it to me with a new announcement coming. No, you know what's great? I really do. Well, I don't know how he knows the Boldly Beaver. Jay, how are all you Canadians related? What is happening up there?
We're all brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay. So that's what's happening.
Every one of us, yeah.
Very nice.
Every one of us.
Everyone. You sound like Tiny Tim.
Yes, he does. We're brothers and sisters. Every one of us.
Oh, there's the Boldly Beaver. He's in the chat. Nice. Good to have him back.
Boldly
the Beaver's
Beaver.
back. Blue's here. Guys, we did mention it earlier. Please do retweet it out. YouTube. One gentleman just said, he's like, wow, it just showed up on my feed now. So people
like an hour later, woo!
It's an hour into the show, and it's like, and by the way, do hit the like button, folks. We have a top 10 today.
We do have a top 10.
And it's a great one.
I thought it was too. At first, I was like, this one's going to suck. And Mooch is like, no, it'll be great.
No, it grows on you.
Yeah, it does.
I just kept tweeting it to you. Like the herb. What are you going to say? Like the
herbs.
Something people don't know about us Canadians is that we're not actually human beings. See, like I'm an orangutan or a chimpanzee. Boldly Beaver is a beaver. Mighty Spidey's a spider. So we're not actually humans up here. We just portray humans online.
In the intro, your monkey comes swinging in.
It's so great.
Like, I don't know why I just noticed that this week. Is that new?
No, that's new this week.
Yeah,
okay.
that's brand new.
You're on the game. I loved it, Jay. That's a nice touch.
I figured I had to like represent the monkey behind the computer, so that's why I threw him in there.
That's great. Boss Carlos, who's a big fan of the show, he says, who do you got in the games today? Listen, Crap's going to speak with emotion. I'm just going to speak. I think you're looking at a Minnesota Patriots Super Bowl. That's just me saying it, but Crap, go ahead.
Jaguars and Vikings.
Yes. Well, we can agree on this. I have no, I'm an NFC guy. So is Boss Carlos. Boss Carlos, we have to be on the same page today. We are both rooting against the Eagles. So
I was really hoping that the Saints would have won because that's the only quarterback
they should have won.
Was worth a damn. Yeah. Who the hell? 61-yard touchdown on the last play of the game. All you got to do is tackle the guy in bounds, and it's over.
As they say in New Orleans, who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
Yeah, like,
what happened?
One of the funniest things I saw, right, was this church from Minnesota.
Yeah.
They tweet out, to all those that were saying those prayers in the last 10 seconds, don't forget we have church services Sunday or whatever. You know what I mean? Because everybody does that. I got to tell you, I did that. Like back 5 years ago, the Ravens went to the Super Bowl, won it all, right? They were playing in Denver, were a touchdown behind with 30 seconds left. Flacco throws like a 70-yard touchdown pass with and Jacoby Jones got behind their safety. Like it was amazing. And I came through with that. I was like, true story. I hadn't talked to my older brother in like 3 years. And I said, I swear, if they win this game, get this touchdown, I'm going to call my older brother and we're going to patch things up and all this kind of stuff. And next thing you know, man, I did. I called them. And,
nice.
Yeah. So,
well, funny, I'm going to give a shout out to Predator when I was doing who dat, because that's their big thing down New Orleans. Who dat? Who dat?
Yeah.
He just said, blew that. So they blew it.
But I would have much rather, to be honest with you, like because the Patriots likely will win. I don't see a Jacksonville going up in cold ass weather there and Bortles.
What time's the game? Eastern time?
3-something or
3-something or 4? Yeah, because usually what they do, since there's only 2 games, they want to have one that's on prime time, right?
Yeah.
So you got a 3:30 start, and then you're gonna have an 8:00 start, I think, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good with me. That's fine with me. I mean, I think that's I'm glad there isn't a 1:00 start for the early game, because that's just there's only 2 games on, folks. So no, that's great. Games in football, folks. It doesn't get much better on Sundays.
Yeah, and but also it's like who of these quarterbacks are really like good that are left? Case Keenum, Foles, Bortles. Come on, get out of here. Like there's some good defenses left, thankfully, but you got to be able to have.
Yes, well, you have Saxonville, right? That's what they're calling themselves.
Yes,
I will say the only way to really rattle Tom's cage is
throw
to
him
have
on the ground a lot. Yeah,
that defensive line rush.
I'd be stepping on his hand, you poking, eye gouging in a pile, whatever. You know what I mean? Just
think about it, crap. I just want to let everybody likes. Everybody likes that. That's Jay saying enough football talk.
Oh, gotcha.
Exactly.
Sorry about that, folks. But the Jags do have Tom Coughlin. He's down there in their front office now. So Tom Coughlin knows how to beat Bill Belichick.
He does. Yeah.
So,
and the trick is hide your plays. Hide your game plan.
Hide your plays.
Hide the balls, because Tom Brady out here deflating all them fuckers. So so there's
guys, we want to do a top 10, but you got to get those likes. Come on, we got
let's get over 200.
Let's get over 200, folks.
Let's get over 200. But Jay, who do we got on deck? Let's go ahead and get something rolled up.
Certainly, we've got Friendly Combatant.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay. This is Friendly Combatant from Xbox Live and Twitter. Had a question to ask. What Xbox One games or Xbox 360 games would you like to see get the X enhancement? So maybe name off 3 that you would like. Me personally, I would like to see Battlefield 4 and Hawken and maybe even Black Ops 2 get those X enhancements.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean,
what did he say? I had trouble hearing.
He said what 360 games or Xbox One games. I don't know if he said that as well, but he mainly said 360 games. Would you like to see get maybe an X enhancement? I mean, he said Black Ops 2. I think he said Black Ops 2, which is a 360 game.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a 360 game.
So
I would like to see. Let me think. Damn,
I got one. I'd say, since they already have it on back compat, you have to pick one. I would think back compat's a smart way to think about it. I would say Left 4 Dead 2.
I was going to say the same thing.
Right? Well, yeah, maybe
that
Left 4 Dead nuts.
That would be a cool one. I think that it would be cool if they did. Let me trying to think of one that I really, really think would be cool. I can't even think of one. Jesus Christ, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just something that's got a nice color scheme to it. Because remember, when if a 360 game gets enhanced, it's going to look better
maybe
but-
Forza Horizon 1 because that was such a
Yeah.
good game. You know what I mean? Like
That's
that
a
to
good
me.
call.
Yeah, that
Well,
that to
everyone's
me would look
boasting
great.
Forza Horizon 3's great X enhancement. Why not
Jesus,
bring
that
them
thing
all
looks
up?
so good. Holy
Right.
crap.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
wow. They, I was explaining to someone yesterday who's not into, somebody asked me yesterday what the difference is. I was just out and about. A friend of mine was like, what's the difference between an Xbox One and an Xbox One X? And I was trying to explain it to him. I'm not sure I really did a good job because, what games do they play the same games, but they play and look better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It is a tough sell.
It is. It's incredible, especially to people that don't know. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
It's not only that they look better; they play better too.
They play so much better.
They
and
do.
yeah, like a good example of this, right? Like even though PUBG plays like shit, my buddy Grave, who you play with him all the time too now, he has an original Xbox One and we play PUBG. Literally, this is no exaggeration. When we drop into a town, he can't go in the building because it doesn't load. The textures don't load to the doorways or any of that stuff for about 20 seconds.
Right.
After he lands.
And there's something to that. I mean, that impacts the game performance in his play.
That is a huge disadvantage for him. And basically what happens is like sometimes other people are already in the house and then he can get killed that way or whatever. So that is a huge disadvantage. And so honestly, that is something that is helped out with the X because while textures do load in, they load in right away. You see them load in, but at least they load in right away.
Right.
So yeah. Oh, someone really pointed out Cameo Elements of Power. That would be a good one because that's very colorful, rare made game and things like that. I would like to see like some of the Viva Pinata games, any of that stuff. I'm a big fan. So
What about that game in Enslaved? Remember that one?
I do
not.
It's got that guy named Monkey.
To the West or
Yeah,
whatever.
that was like really colorful. It was really cool.
I almost want to go back and play some of these old games that we all have, or even some of the backlog games we have. The thing is I don't know. You guys all, first of all, we all know this. We've had this conversation a zillion times, but time is limited, right? Especially, if you're working, family, et cetera, fill in the blank for your own life, but the time's limited. These games, right? Even Wolfenstein 2 is like what? It's got to be what? 30 hours, 25 hours, 20 hours. It's up there. And this is just a shooter, a quick like run and gun shooter. Then you have games like PUBG, which just actually drain the sand out of the hourglass for you. And where do you find time? And then there's, I got news for you. I'm probably never going to finish AC Origins because by the time I would get to AC Origins this winter remaining, like that's when Sea of Thieves comes out, crap. And the minute Sea of Thieves comes out, it's almost like fall. I mean, the games are going to drop like dominoes after that. We've got State of Decay 2, supposedly God of War, supposedly Crackdown 3, all coming out bang, 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 month after month after month. And each of these games are going to demand 30, 40 days of your attention minimum. And Sea of Thieves is going to demand maybe equal time to PUBG. And there's rumor that the PUBG new map is coming out next month. Rumor, folks. Rumor.
Yeah.
It kind of someone sent me a minute clip off of Major Nelson's last podcast, and they kind of, in a sort of odd way, rumored that we'd be getting the new map next month. So that brings a whole new lifeline to it. And maybe a new game mode down the little further. So between Sea of Thieves and PUBG, how are you going to play? And I don't mean just you, it's rhetorical, but I mean, how do you play all these games?
I'll just split. Like, you know what? Like PUBG has taken all my time, like away from every game. I have 0 gamer score this month. Whereas, when Sea of Thieves comes out, I'm definitely going to have to split my time better there. So,
Sea of Thieves will launch with, achievements and I think
so
PUBG will have achievements. You'll get all this retro. Don't forget this time you're putting in crap. I'd be amazed on PUBG. I bet you when they launch the achievements, I bet you end up with like 600 achievements on this thing out of 1,000, like instantly, like they just pop.
Yeah,
So,
I think that would be awesome.
I haven't even checked in over a week now. I'm going to check while we take another call. But I just curious to my hours on PUBG, and just because, like you said, it's taking away from all of my other games. So Jay, do you want to rig up another call while I take a look at this?
Certainly, we've got Hyena Den. He's a new caller on deck.
Awesome.
Hey, Mooch, Crap, and Jay. It's Hyena Den. First-time caller. I've listened to the show for a while now. My question is, why... We always hear about how great the PlayStation platform is, or how great the PS4 is. How come people more importantly, how come the media doesn't report on how much value the Xbox platform gives people? You know, you have backwards compatibility going back 2 generations. You have, you know, you have the Blu-ray capabilities. You have, you know, especially with the X, with, you know, what the enhancements do for your current games and your previous games, and, you know, the 4K Blu-ray drive and all of that stuff. And not to mention how much of a bonus it is to be on the platform with Xbox Live, because Xbox Live has always been a platform where, you know, you have insane deals, especially over the holidays. You have insane deals. You have probably the most secure online network, bar none, you know, unless you count Steam. Why doesn't the media, you know, cover how much of a value the Xbox platform is, whether you're talking about the Xbox One S or the Xbox One X? You know, I think it's an enormous value for what you're paying. But I never really see people reporting on this, and it's kind of confusing. That's my question. Thank you.
That's an outstanding question, Crap. And that's something I'm glad. Thank you to that caller, by the way, because I've been saying it now. I said it on Xbox Nation 2 weeks ago. I brought it up on Crossfire on Friday, and I'm glad to bring it up today. Value, folks. We used to talk about this 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The value for your dollar with your money going towards a console. Right now, if you buy the X, you're getting the best games. You're getting more multiplayer, single-player action, because a lot of Sony, don't get me wrong, you could turn around and say the same argument the other way if you're just single-player. But why not get Microsoft is focused with their core games to give you a single-player and multiplayer experience, and a lot of Sony's games are just single-player, okay? Backwards compatible. All those games, when all of you guys on Twitter are sending all those pictures out, whether it's PS3 library and you can't use them on PS4, but the Xbox 360 games every single month, 4 or 5 games become back compat that you get to reuse and replay, and they play better on the X, and some of them are getting enhancements.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a big deal. Now you have OG Xbox that's on Xbox. So now you have 3 generations on your Xbox One X, Xbox One S that are being played, not to mention EA Access, not to mention Game Pass, and not to mention overall, this part's opinion is a better online service. I just think overall the value is better on Xbox. Granted, for the short period, this last, 12 to 16 months we've had, Sony's had a little bit more of their first-party studios coming out. But that doesn't mean you can just wipe away a clean slate on everything Xbox has been doing this generation. Yeah. So that's a great call in, and I'm with you. I think for the $60 in your pocket, you get more games that are represented through a single-player, multiplayer experience on Xbox than you do on Sony. And for your money for a console, you're getting more for your older games that you already own and newer games moving forward on the Xbox One X than the Pro. That's, I mean, you know, value. It's a great word, and we should use it more often.
Let's see. I'm checking my my time on PUBG.
I'm at 77 hours on PUBG.
Mine doesn't say. Where do you see your hours on that?
So if you go into, I go into the app. I went into the app on the phone, and then just achievements on the, and then right there, as soon as you go to achievements, click on PUBG, and it gives you gamer score achievements. Of course, there's 0 because there aren't any. The next one down is time played, and mine says 77 hours. I'm ranked 26th out of the 120 friends that have it.
Okay, interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna check mine.
And some of the other stats on there are pretty cool. But yeah, no, you know, the game hub, someone was just saying in the chat too that it's also, the information is also available if you're in front of your Xbox Trap. I believe the game hub also has.
Mine says minutes played with 4,719. I'm not sure if that's 100%.
That's interesting. It went to, I don't know about that either. Minutes played that's a bit, that's a lot of work there. Who the hell wants to do that, man? You will be tested on this on Monday morning, folks. So please, no calculators. So great call in with that value. Jay, what was the name of that caller?
Okay, that's over 80 hours. So
well, there you go.
I mean,
you've caught up, Crap. Nice work. Oh, we have a call. That's why.
Yeah.
JDUBBS, put this caller through. That was a great. By the way, I just want to reiterate that was a great voicemail.
That was good call in. Thank you.
Thank you.
M&C Mornings. What up?
Hey now.
Hey, what's going on, Mooch? What's going on, Crap? And what's going on, JDUBBS? Yeah, I was just calling in to ask a question. What's the hardest game you guys have ever played and beat and had that really good feeling where it's like, yes, I beat this freaking game finally? Mine was the Ninja Gaiden on the OG Xbox, the first one. So just and the chat, asking the chat too. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hard level going through, I would say as a kid, it was Ghost and Goblins, Super Ghost and Goblins. Those were things that I took. That was almost like an award or a badge I earned, you know? It was like getting the, you know, I would say this generation that was difficult was Doom on the hardest through the first, when you can play, I believe, Nightmare mode or something after you beat it, but I beat Doom on the hardest difficulty. And I thought that was a major accomplishment. Or you could look at, I beat Wolfenstein, the first one, on the hardest difficulty. I thought those were very, very big. I'm trying just off the cuff. I mean, I could stop and think a little bit further here on difficulty level. I mean, a lot of people would say Ori, but I beat Ori. I didn't think Ori was that hard. There was a couple of challenging points. Like, for example,
definitely hard.
Well, the dreaming tree, that thing there. It was funny because the first time I played it, I died like a bunch of times on that. And then I just played the definitive edition again, and I got through the dreaming tree in one shot. I went right up it. So, like, I was just getting used to the mechanics. I don't know. For some reason, there's certain, like, but Crap, I grew up playing nonstop platformers. I don't find platformers to be super difficult. They can be challenging in areas. But I find some of the games like the Dooms of the world and the Wolfensteins of the world and these things, these are the ones that are can have some challenge, because when you don't have health that just instantly goes back up, you know, like a Destiny or a Halo, and you have to actually scavenge around for either shields or health, that's where the game can present a challenge there, especially when you're on a hard level, because basically the hit to damage ratio is much, much greater. So yeah, those are my answers, Crap. I'll let you and Jay answer.
Man, difficult games. I avoided some difficult games, but I can there was like Fax Anadu was a game back when I was a kid that was very difficult.
Yes, I beat that. I love that game.
Yeah.
Love that game.
Zelda was incredibly difficult growing up as well.
So you called it Fax. I always called it Fax Undo.
Well, we called it Fax Anadu. I don't know, but
I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know.
We beat it, but it took forever.
I beat it too. Yeah, Fax Undo. I still have that game. Actually.
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one.
Now listen, I agree with you, but let me tell you why you're wrong. Mooch and a bullhorn, folks.
The Konami Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one, not the co-op one. The first one where you had to do like that underwater swimming to disarm the bombs and stuff.
Yeah, that was the one where like it had like a side scroll when you were in the sewers.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was incredibly difficult.
I beat that. That was difficult. That was difficult.
That was one of the most difficult games I've ever played in my life. It wasn't until much later, and I got a Game Genie that I was able to beat it.
I actually played that game yesterday. No word of a lie.
Did you? Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
First part, I can like get through the first parts easy. Once you get to like the Technodrome and stuff, holy crap. Yeah. Just incredibly difficult.
The Technodrome was yes. Wow. This is a flashback, folks. Flashback M&C brought to you by CrapGamer and Hellhammer's Nacho Chips.
Exactly. It's me,
but we did call, Carl O'Sullivan in the chat. Just put Mooch or Crap. Is it? I always said Fax Undo, and Crap. What did you call it?
Fax Anadu.
Which one is it? Is it Crap or mine? According to you, Carl, just to break the tie.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see what he says.
I think it's Fax Xanadu, because isn't Xanadu an ABBA song?
But it almost sounds like it's two words when you say it like that. And Fax Undo is
Fax Xanadu, because I don't know,
okay,
like that's how
everybody does. Okay.
Yeah. So most people say it like I've never heard it said the way you.
I've been saying it wrong for 30 years.
Just like you say Wolfenstein wrong, but no big deal.
Well, listen, I like Wolfenstein. I'm trying to say Stein.
Yeah, like Ben
just say Steinstein.
Like Bernstein.
Yeah, well, Bernstein. I could get into this argument off air with you why it's the way it is.
I know the way it is. I understand that it's wrong the way I'm saying it. It just sounds better. Stein is so, you know what I mean? It's like an extra syllable or two. We don't need to do this. Yeah. Hey, Crap.
Oh, we got a call.
Crap, if you remember right, when we were younger, ain't wasn't a word, and now it is. Okay?
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
So,
Thank
yeah,
you.
ain't that
All
a
you
shame?
English teachers that said I wasn't right. I am now.
MNC Mornings, what up?
Hey, Mooch and Crap, how you doing this morning? Hey, I got a question. Do you remember when the PS3 came out and it had a Blu-ray player, and it was the only Blu-ray player out at the time, and you could, and when you went and bought movies when Blu-rays were first coming out, they always had a little sticker on them saying that you can play this on your PS3. Now the reason I'm asking is because since the 4Ks are getting really popular, wouldn't it be smart for Microsoft to like get with Universal Studios or any other movie thing and get that little sticker put on the 4K movies, since the Xbox is the only place you can watch 4Ks besides getting a regular Blu-ray or a 4K player. Thank you very much.
I think they already have it sometimes. Like you'll see that it can be played on Xbox One S or Xbox One X as well. So
right.
I think that is
who is it? That's Blue saying it. She said they did that already. I saw a sticker on one. Yeah.
Yep.
So that does exist. What's the idea there, Crap? Just to let people know.
Just to let people know that because it's still like the S is still like one of the cheaper 4K Blu-ray players and one of the better ones as well. So I can imagine that people that are just looking, a lot of people buy, they buy these new fancy TVs, 4K TVs. You're not getting the most out of them if you're just streaming your content.
Right.
Have a different way to watch those as well. So, that's pretty damn important in my opinion.
No, I totally agree. Guys, we are well over the 200 mark now. Do we want to do a top 10?
We can definitely do a top 10. What do you think, JDUBBS?
I say we do it.
All right, top 10, folks. Enjoy this one.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the MNC Mornings Top 10 Countdown. Today, we're counting down the top 10 executives in gaming who made a difference either for good or bad. And this should be one hell of a list. I'm already kind of excited about it. So let's jump right into it. Number 10, Don Matrick. This guy single-handedly almost destroyed the Xbox brand from top to bottom. From TV to lack of exclusive content to closing studio. He was really, really out of touch with gamers. I'm wondering what this guy was thinking. He got ran out on a horse. Nobody even knows where this guy is anymore. He's probably with somebody in witness protection at this point. But this guy really out of touch with gamers. Had no clue what was going on. So glad he's out of there. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Very good. I'm going to stick with your theme there, Crap. And I'm going to say that number 9, Yosef Mehdi, the famous turned infamous TV executive that opened this generation's gaming montage, not with games, but with The Price is Right and a clip from the movie Star Trek. As much as these media showings were aiming to show off Microsoft's all-in-one box, it was one of the biggest blunders of all time. So he had a major impact along with Matrick on the Xbox One in specific.
Oh, absolutely. He was, he had that little clicker in his pocket, like, oh, look, here, Kinect works perfectly. And it never worked like that. So.
No, it didn't.
Number 8, Peter Moore. This guy helped put Xbox on the map. Great guy. The guy was so hardcore, he got a Halo tattoo and a Grand Theft Auto tattoo. He had balls and he didn't pull punches. And I think a lot of that is what's missing with today's executives. He wasn't afraid to kind of speak his mind. That's probably why he's no longer in gaming. But, this guy was a real kind of balls to the wall kind of warrior. Great guy for Xbox. Saved Xbox when Xbox 360 was having all those problems. Just a really good guy. Well missed in the industry.
Awesome, dude. Can't help but agree with you, Crap. Number 7, hoping that Matt Booty, who hasn't done much except spark new hope into a depleted first-party studio as of late. Fans of the Xbox as well as executives in Redmond are really hoping Matt can bring not only Xbox's classics back to life, but also bring new IPs and new developers over to work on their teams. So this is somebody that I think that a lot of us are really rooting for, and it kind of goes with the old Peter Moore. Actually, same kind of thing. That gusto, a good leader, strong leadership. And this is a great move by Phil to bring Matt on board, and now we're going to see if he is the Field of Dreams, Crap.
Yeah, and his last name's Booty, so
it's just fun to say over and over again.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong there.
I totally agree.
Number 6, Jack Tretton. This guy wasn't even a gamer, but he really had a lot of class about him. He was smooth, and he could smooth over just about anything. Was one hell of a spokesperson for PlayStation, and it's really something they sorely missed since he's left. You could tell that every time they do a conference, they don't know who to throw up there and talk to the people, and the times that they do have people talk to other people, it really just doesn't go over very well. So this guy is really missed. He did a hell of a job for PlayStation at both a bad and a good time. Really class guy, too. So number 6 is Jack Trenton.
Great dude. Always look, I always hoped when he left Sony that Microsoft would somehow pick him up for some role. Maybe not the same role, but a different role in their system.
Yeah.
Great stand-up dude. Number 5, Jim Ryan, Sony's very own open mouth insert foot executive who makes comments like, no one wants backwards compatible games, and who wants to play old games, has become one of the most outspoken and proven foolish executives that Sony has had on their payroll. Most of his comments are unnecessary and almost always never help Sony's image. He may actually be Xbox's greatest ally. He's come out a number of times, folks, said things at inappropriate times when really he didn't have to speak at all, and it led to a week or two of Sony's bad press. They didn't need it. He's an absolute blemish on their resume.
Absolutely, 100% agree with you there. Speaking of blemishes, number 4, Adam Boyes. He was the main guy behind the PS4's early success. He was the one putting indies on the PS4 when they absolutely had nothing else to play. And he also forged those big third-party deals right from the start. And they've really struggled since he's left. And his replacement within the last year has already left as well. He's also that schmarmy-ass guy that did the, here's how you play games. Yeah. So I don't miss the guy, but yeah, he was definitely an integral part of PS4's success, especially early on.
Definitely a memorable executive for sure.
Yes.
Number 3, Mark Cerny, a.k.a. the church lady from Saturday Night Live. He came out in a desperate attempt to save face against Microsoft's 6 teraflop beast of a console and told the media that if devs wanted, the PS4 Pro actually could muster over 8 teraflops. But in the end, he was just stretching the truth and made Sony look even more foolish for not thinking and making their mid-gen refresh an actual upgrade worthy to consumers.
8.4 teraflops, get it right.
That's correct.
You're shortchanging him.
I did.
Number 2, Yoshida. Of course, without Yoshida, we'd never realize that 1080p makes you a better gamer, and we'd never know that Phil Spencer was quote-unquote the most human person working at Microsoft. Bravo, Yoshida. You've done it all. You're such a great guy, man. Thanks for being so great. We love you.
Such a class act.
Yes.
Bringing us to number 1, the man himself, Phil Spencer, who single-handedly turned this ship around with positive vibes and good old-fashioned hard work. He supersized the strength of the Xbox One and is currently in the process of recruiting and creating some of Xbox's first-party games that will hopefully change the opinions of gamers and impact Xbox's future for years to come in the gaming industry. This man has literally taken the whole thing, and I understand he'd be the first person to say it's not all me, but he's the only one to really put everything on his shoulders and say, this is my responsibility, and this is where I'm taking the brand moving forward. So bravo to Phil. I think his plan was set day one. He's been following it. Of course, you got to make a left or a right turn off of your scheme to go with the way the industry turns you. But overall, Phil Spencer deserves the number 1 slot in the executive that changed the most in this generation.
Absolutely. He's done a good job saving Xbox from Matrix's terrible decisions.
Correct.
He's kept his promises, too. Everything that he's really said, he's kept. From the better hardware, fixing Xbox Live, to the games that are coming. And it's just been a fantastic ride. I can't wait to see what's next. And we appreciate all you guys checking out this week's Top 10. If you guys have an idea, send it to Jay, and we'll be happy to do it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Peace. Megaton! Good list.
Awesome.
Man.
Top 10, dude.
That
Honestly,
was.
I mean, right, crap. And don't get me wrong, like you said, at first you were like, I don't know about that top 10. I'm like, it'll grow on you. And it really was good. It's informative. Lets people remember the past in a certain way that, A, somewhat comical, but B, a lot of these different guys that are with some of these companies, not with them anymore. There's a couple of honorable mentions too, like Mark Whitten, who's no longer with Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, remember Mark? He was a big.
Somebody mentioned Jay Allard and another good one.
Bill Harrison.
Shannon Loftus. I try my best to forget about her every day. So yeah.
But yeah, there's so many greats out there. There's a lot of people that had some like influential, like in a good way, some in a bad way. But nonetheless, I think right now you're seeing the core folks that are there. And I thought that was just we have a call, which is great. Oh, maybe it's a response to the top 10 crap.
Yeah. MNC Mornings, what's up?
up.
Hey, Mooch, hey, Crap, it's Xbox Trigger from Twitter. And I know I haven't been here for a while, but I finally got some free time. My question is here today is, why do you think Sony fans keep saying we don't have games and our games suck? But if you look up any other games on Google, YouTube, the first thing pops up is PS4. Like Forza Horizon, PS4. Crackdown, PS4. Let's look it up. It's very strange, and I think it's pretty funny. What do you think about the hypocrites out there talking, acting like that? That's really it, and hope you guys have a great show.
I think one of the things that he's talking about is something that kind of was going around a little bit, which is if you go to Amazon and you type in Forza Horizon 3, the #1 search is PS4.
Okay.
Right? So people really want that game, and I don't blame them. Forza Horizon 3 is a fantastic game. A lot of people have PS4s and probably wish they could play it. You're kind of stuck playing like shit like GT Sport or Project Cars. You know what I mean? They haven't had a good. There hasn't been a good racing game on PlayStation in a very long time.
Right, there really.
So
hasn't.
it's kind of obvious. You know, Microsoft, for all the shit they get, and everybody's like, it's just Forza Gears and Halo over and over. Like those are the best at their genres, though. You know what I mean? So of course, and it's all like, here's the thing: no matter what Xbox does, it's not going to be right in the eyes of PlayStation fans. Like that's just how it is.
Right.
And you know, like the people just have to realize that, like to kind of go back and forth with. That's why we block them all, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because it's not really worthwhile going back and forth, because no matter what facts you present, no matter what we say, it's not going to be good enough. It's never going to be good enough for those people. Nothing Xbox does is ever right. Of course, there's no media bias to them, despite whatever kind of proof that we show. And this was funny because this popped up on my feed one day and I saved it. It's a did you know fact. And it says it's almost impossible to change someone's mind using facts. This happens due to motivated reasoning, a psychological term that refers to the way people usually believe whatever they want to believe and use the flimsiest piece of evidence to justify that belief, even when there is plenty of verified evidence to disprove it. So that's basically what PlayStation fans, and I mean, there could be Xbox fans or whoever fans that do that. Like, I have no problem admitting that Microsoft had shit games last year. It looks much better this year and the future. PlayStation fans are the ones that will not ever admit that there's a problem with PlayStation, and that's a problem. Like there's no games, and I'm like, I got over 500 games. You know, I literally have over 500 games. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, there's always stuff to play, and those are the same people saying that exclusives weren't as important at the beginning of the generation.
Right.
When Xbox had more exclusives.
And they did say that because earlier in the generation, they were saying, when we were like, well, Xbox had all these games coming out, and they're like, well, it doesn't matter. I got tons of multiplats. Look at all these multiplats. They're all coming out better looking on the PS4. And you had the media being like, well, that's true. These games are looking better. And the Microsoft games that are exclusive aren't looking that good. Imagine how good, like when 792Ps came out on Titanfall, everybody was like, imagine if Titanfall is on PS4 at 1080p. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you couldn't win. You just can't seem to win. Before it wasn't games, now it's games. Then it was power before, now it's not power. And it just changes with whatever Microsoft does. It seems like Microsoft's always a day late and $1 short. Or they're always 10 minutes late to the fun bus. You know what I mean? They're like, I thought the fun bus was taking off. They're like, no, that was 10 minutes ago. They left a while ago. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm late again. Like, it doesn't matter. No matter what happens, Microsoft's always late to the party. So, I mean, look, ultimately, that's why Microsoft has to take next generation's launch as serious as they possibly can. They did the launch day and date with the PlayStation, and they have to do something better. Okay, we talked about this. They either have to have more power than Sony's PS5 on their next gen, or they have to be, or they're, you say, well, no, Mooch, that's not going to happen. They're going to be equivalent. Okay, if they're equivalent in power, then Microsoft has to shortchange them and come out at a price point they know Sony can't match because they can't afford it. You know what I mean? Where Microsoft can, early on, Nintendo consoles, etc., they'd make a $10 or $20 loss. They just wanted to get the box in the house.
Yeah.
So, and especially with backwards and forwards compatibility crap, Xbox 2, for all practical purposes, is going to be playing all your Xbox One games. So they're going to be getting software out the bat from people who are joining on Xbox 2, okay? Yeah. So they can have that, and they can undercut their console, because when people take that console home, even though they may have lost $10 or $15 or $20, okay, that person's gonna go home and have a plethora of games. It's not like this generation when we got home and we were like, oh man, we had so many games on 360. Now I got to wait for Xbox One games or PS4 games. It's not going to be like that next gen. All these games you can pop in day one. So your library is not going to be shallow on the first day. So Microsoft should take that hit. They've got to beat them in price or power. One of the P's. You pick it. There's other P. Yeah. That's a lot of P's.
It is. It's a damn lot of P's. JDUBBS, who else do we got on deck? Let's get some more of these voicemails taken care of.
Sure. We have Jay Yoon. I think he was the winner a couple of weeks ago.
Nice, Jay. Nice. Congrats, buddy.
Good morning, Mooch and Crap. JDUBBS. This is Jayun01. I do have a question for you guys to see if you guys feel the same way. So I listen to a lot of Next Gen's podcasts, Beastfire, I guess Broadband Bullies, multiplayer podcast, I guess is what he calls them. So I listen to them because they're very entertaining. So I'm trying to get my perspective is are they just some dumb folks on those podcasts that just talk and don't even know what they're talking about, like they speak before they even think? Or is it truly just entertainment and they want to get clicks and people on there? Because it's just very silly, the things that they talk about and they argue about. It gets frustrating because you're trying to listen to them and you're trying to get some information. And, you're either going to be on one side or another. Neutrals, there's no such thing as neutrals. You're not a neutral. You might as well just, I could care less about what a neutral says. Someone's going to have an opinion on either side, and it's just an opinion. So I just get tired, and I want to get to the point of just like I get tired, but it's also entertaining. It's very funny to listen to them, and I just think there needs to be some objectiveness when we're talking about these consoles, especially Xbox and Sony. I think Sony does get a pass for a lot of different things, and I will bring up one example just to see what you guys think. But I think is what his name is, D-Batch, was bringing up the fact that Microsoft's not original. They don't bring up new games, new originality, and Sony does. And I just don't agree with that perspective. I think he's just not sure where he's coming from. So if you're an objective person, you would realize that there have been a lot of incredible games that Microsoft has put out. And I think someone else made a comment that says, PlayStation gives what the fans want and Microsoft doesn't. And, this guy named Post Up and some Macedon and some other guys. I just don't get it. They're Xbox dudes, but yet their perspective is just warped. And what has Microsoft given? Everything to what the fans have asked. And what does PlayStation do? They don't give a crap. So I just wanted to get your opinion, your honest opinions about that. The other thing too is that I think that's it. I just wanted to get your perspective on that, and and see what you guys thought. But other than that, have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That was...
hopefully he taped up whatever the hell it was he was taping.
Somebody in the chat goes, who's he taping?
I have no idea, but yeah, that was that's kind of funny. As far as that, listen, a lot of those guys, you do podcasts and you get... and a lot of these other podcasts surround themselves with people who are like PlayStation fans, right? And these PlayStation fans have a way of, I don't know, sometimes convincing some other people that, Microsoft isn't good enough. Well, I tell you what, Microsoft has amazing studios. Microsoft has amazing games. PlayStation has a couple of amazing studios and a couple of amazing games. But to be honest with you, the reason why you have people like Amy Hennig and you have Quantum Break Remedy talking about how these games aren't making a lot of money, and people are talking about them like, yeah, they're the games everybody wants, but then they're not buying them. They're watching them be played on streaming services or YouTube or whatever because they're just single-player experiences. And if people were buying them and wanting them as much as the vocal minority is saying online, then they would sell more. So people want to hype up the fact that Horizon Zero Dawn was this big hit with 70-some million PlayStation 4s, and it did what, 4 million?
Yeah.
And PUBG did over that on Xbox in a month.
Right.
Yeah. So which one is the game that people want more of?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty damn obvious which one people want more.
That's it. And I know that we went through a huge like single player is so important phase. Listen, single player is not going anywhere. But the thing is, you have to remember is multiplayer is certainly not going anywhere.
Have a game with both Halo
Right.
and Gears and Forza do single player. Well, not single player, but for Forza, but Halo and Gears do single player and multiplayer extremely well.
Yeah, they do. They do them
So
both.
yeah, why
Right.
can't you do both?
Well, that's why it comes back to that. And I know we have a call, but that's what comes down to that value. I'm saying for $60 with Microsoft games, you typically get a lot more both coming out of their studios. And a lot of the Sony games that I've purchased that are the big names, the big wig ones, are just single player.
Yeah.
And it's still $60. And in 10 to 15, 12 hours, depending on the game, you're done.
Yep.
You know,
exactly.
And there's something to be said for that. Let's take that call, though.
M&C Mornings, what's up?
I think Microsoft would beat them in power next year because they're not focusing on the Kinect. My name's Michael, by the way. Out from the Midwest, nowhere, basically. But that's the whole reason that the Xbox One was weaker, is they wanted to do the Kinect, and now the Kinect's gone. And I think they'd focus on power, so I'd like to know what you think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Mike's onto something there. You know, I mean, listen, that is a good point. They spent a lot of time using the resources of Xbox One initially with the whole upside down UI to work with the Kinect. That was a big time blunder. You're going to notice that you're not going to see peripherals ever come in the box anymore. Everything's going to be sold separately.
Yeah,
and
as it
that's
should be,
fine, as it should
especially-
be. Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
As it
let's
should
just
be.
yeah, we'll just be honest.
But I do agree with him that I think, you know, Zaire said it a long time ago, and you know, crap, he said it a while ago. He talked to somebody, and it was funny because back then, this is before we even knew about Scorpio. We didn't even know about Scorpio. And he said that the person he talked to at Microsoft, he said to them, basically, after this, we will never ever be second in power again. Never.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that whatever they sit at the table every day and they talk about next generation, somebody's like, hey, so, you know, Phil, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. And he's probably like, no, I like all of that. Hey, by the way, are we going to be number one in power? Yes, sir. I think that's like literally going to be after each presentation, instead of questions on my slides, it's also going to be any questions. And yes, we're going to be number one in power. Like, I think they realize that the power narrative, because look at digital, and this isn't us talking. This isn't any fanboy stuff. This is Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
Digital Foundry has built a business that people flock to about power. And that's the narrative you have to have moving forward. So I think both companies know that, by the way. That's why I said personally, I think Microsoft's next gen and Sony's next gen are going to be completely the same on power. Then it's going to come down to price and features.
If they launch at the same time, it'll be the same.
Has to be crap. They have to launch.
They have to, yeah.
Sony already with the lead they have. You can't let Sony come out with PS5. Everyone's just going to move to the PS5. A year later is too long.
Guys, don't forget. First you get the power, then you get the games, then you get the women.
That's so true. Thanks for that reminder, Jay. I mean, I think that's, it's important to realize that somebody at Microsoft had better be telling Phil that no matter what's going on, this thing has to release day and date with Sony's. That's just a competitive standpoint, because the lead being in Sony's favor is just going to roll over in the next generation if they're 6 to 12 months behind.
Yeah.
So no one's going to wait. No one's going to wait. And, somebody in the chat was saying, Mooch, what do you think next gen's going to bring? 8K, 12K? No. I think there's still going to be 4K machines. I just think they're going to be 4K. I think the emphasis next generation is the CPU. It's going, and Crap had a good rebuttal, but every game will be definitely 60 frames if the developer wants the game to be 60 frames. Right now, if the developer wants it, doesn't mean we can get it.
Yeah, I mean,
that
look,
will be capable.
Forza Horizon 3 is a good example. They said we could have done 60.
Developers. Yes.
Oh, that's great. Do we have a call?
M&C Mornings, what's up?
Hey now.
Yo.
Come on down.
All right, Mooch and Crap. This is Sir X, man. I've done calmed down over my excitement. But I had a thought about peripherals, which you guys were just talking about from your previous caller. My friends and my family, when they come over, a lot of games they want to play are part of my peripherals. We sit there and play Rock Band, and then a lot of them say we want to do Dance Central on the Xbox One now. Those games are still popular, but you need Connect to do Dance Central, and they love it and they enjoy it, and they love going down my 600 songs on Rock Band and just playing things. That's all. I just want your opinion on that, and that's it. You guys have a beautiful football day, and talk to you guys later. Thanks, Jay.
You know,
what's that, Jay?
Right, Jay.
No, everything's fine.
Okay. I think he's talking to X-Man. You know, X-Man makes a good point. By the way, X-Man has the coolest friends and family ever because he's like, my friends come over, we play Rock Band, this and that. Like, it's funny because a lot of people, like, I think a lot of us have said this to me on Twitter, too. A lot of people that all listen to all the podcasts, they're all like, dude, to be honest with you, they're like, I like games. I may have one friend that likes the world that we're all in, and then, like, the majority of our friends pay no attention to any of this at all. So it's like, it's cool to hear X-Man say that he's got family and friends coming over to jam out and play some games. Good for you, X-Man. That's awesome, dude. Honestly, envious of that. That's very cool to have people that kind of support gaming throughout friends and family. It's a cool, very cool feature to have in anyone's family.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think the peripherals do bring the family and friends element into gaming because it gets everybody involved, crap. But realistically, after a long day of work, all of us, and we only have a few minutes to play each night, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour and a half. A lot of times, you know, like I said to Crap's like, how come you're not playing more VR? I'm like, I just don't feel like getting the whole apparatus out. You know, it's just the whole thing. I got to get a chair. I got to bring it out in front. I got to pull the PlayStation camera out to the middle of the entertainment center. I got to go get the headset that's on the charger. I got to get the sticks that are on the charger. Come out. Then I have to invite people. If I'm playing like a multiplayer VR, I have to invite people with the controller because the sticks are almost impossible to do like regular maintaining on the dashboard. Then I have to put that thing down, pick up the sticks, put the headset back down, calibrate it, get the game going. Oops, the notification didn't come out. Someone didn't get an invite. Take the whole thing off again. Invite. It's a 25-minute ordeal to start playing a game. And don't get me wrong, if it's Sunday afternoon, you guys might not care. But, you know, and then Biggie says, Mooch, 2 minutes max to get VR set up. That's if you have everything set up for your VR. I have all my VR stuff in another room. I'm not going to leave a headset and sticks and a random chair that I use in front of the TV to play those games just lingering all week because I want to have everything at my fingertips. You know, you just can't do that in everyone's household.
Is that because you have small kids and you're afraid they're just going to be like breaking shit?
Well, that's part of it, but I mean, it's not just that. But I mean, like, you just want a random chair in your living room. You know, what is this, Poltergeist? I can make the chair move at 3:30 in the afternoon. Like, I'm not gonna have a random chair. People are like, what's that random chair doing in the middle of your family room? Oh, that's in case I ever get the urge to strike up a little VR. Just step around it, folks. What?
Well, I mean, that's a you problem, though.
Well, it's a me problem, but I think I'm in the majority, though. That's the problem. It is a me problem.
Like most people just have. I'm
gonna say it's an us problem.
I've got a chair. Just it's.
Yeah, but you're different though, Crap. You and like I say, you and Def Jam Bam. You guys are in the you know, bachelor life. You can leave a bottle, or you can leave an old empty ramen noodle thing there from last Monday. Who's yelling at you? You can do whatever you want. You can have a 2-liter Pepsi next to a chair. You know what I mean? Like, these are things you can't do. I say break on through to the other side. Once you get to the other side, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? You know,
well, that's also a you problem.
It's again, majority. It's an
that,
us
my friend,
problem.
is a you problem.
Yes. I think you know. So yes, on this. Well, actually, Jay knows what I'm talking about. Jay, you can't just leave a random kitchen chair in your family room for 3 weeks.
No, but here's the thing: where we play things like Rock Band and Dance Central, it's in my rec room. And we have a big couch there, so people can just sit on the couch and play whatever, and then just move the couch back if they want to dance or they want to pull out the instruments for Rock Band. Because I was just talking to Sir X-Man about that we play Rock Band probably once a week in this house.
Interesting.
That's cool. That's actually really cool.
Is that one of the one-handed things you do, dude?
How do you do that?
I sing. I sing.
What?
I mostly sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, man, if you're tapping away on that thing with one hand, dude, that would be
actually I do play the drums sometimes.
Oh, that would be cool to watch, Jay. I'm not kidding. That's something that you should do. I know Xbot did a jam out session. I don't know if it was Rock Band or he did the other one, you know, Guitar Hero. I can't remember what he did.
Right.
But that would be awesome if you guys joined up and did a stream.
Yeah, I don't play guitar, but I sing and I play drums.
Oh, nice.
This man is musical, folks. Very talented.
Let's do another voicemail because
yes.
we are
yes,
definitely
without the oops.
Yes.
Certainly. So we've got KAH Masters on deck.
Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS. This is KAH Masters. Been about a month since I called you. Just, holidays, work stuff. But just, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my boy Phil Spencer for promoting Matt Booty. He got a plan. He plays chess with us a lot. We check our people sometimes. We want to see now, but I think he have a good plan for us, and we'll see in E3. Hopefully, it'll be the best E3 of all times, or just a good one. But we'll see. We've got to give him somewhat of reasonable doubt because he brought the S so great. When he brought the X so great, so now the game's got to come. If they don't come, well, But anyway, my question for you guys is, all the nostalgia coming out, backwards compatibility with the original Xbox, the new Duke controller coming out, Fable coming back, looking like, which one of these things are one you choose that you're really, really looking forward to? Well, that was it. My question, guys. Peace out.
What is he asking if we're looking forward to what now, Crap? JDUBBS, did you get what he said?
I wasn't really sure exactly.
Tweeting and missed that last part. I caught his beginning part, and with the whole Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, and then.
Sorry, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that guy.
Okay, so that's a 3 for 3. Let's go ahead and play
3 for 3, folks. This guy's gonna get more airtime.
Mooch, Crap, JDUBBS. This is KAH Masters. Been about a month since I called you. Just, holidays, work stuff. But just, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my boy Phil Spencer for promoting Matt Booty. He got a plan. He plays chess with us a lot. We check our people sometimes. We want to see now, but I think he have a good plan for us, and we'll see in E3. Hopefully, it'll be the best E3 of all times, or just a good one. But we'll see. We've got to give him somewhat of reasonable doubt because he brought the S so great. When he brought the X so great, so now the game's got to come. If they don't come, well, But anyway, my question for you guys is, all the nostalgia coming out, backwards compatibility with the original Xbox, the new Duke controller coming out, Fable coming back, looking like, which one of these things are one you choose that you're really, really looking forward to? Well, that was it. My question, guys. Peace out.
Okay, so basically, I guess if I understand the question right the second time, back compat to me is one of those things, again, right? We're in the era of options. So that's fine. Everyone likes options. Keep throwing them out there. It's not fair for me to say I'm not using back compat that much. It's just, there's so many games on my Xbox One right now to play. It's hard for me to say, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and play, Left 4 Dead 2 again, or I'm going to go back and play Fusion Frenzy. I can't wait. It's like, I'm going to play these games, sparsely, or as I have a little bit of time in between other games, but that's not something I would even rant and rave about. So I guess the virtual or mixed reality, even though I'm not big into that either, I would be very interested to see what Microsoft's approach is to VR or their AR. It's not going to be HoloLens, but
in that this year, I would
they should jump into it and at least dabble with a third-party headset.
Yeah, I mean, it's set up for it. You know what I mean? Like, supposedly it was one of the big selling points. Like, it would be nice if they actually got that out there and started doing that. So
well, I agree. We have a wiener.
Hey now, looks like we have a winner. But do you have a pony prize?
Yeah, we actually do have a pony prize. So the winner of the pony was Monkey Punch.
Nice. Okay. Monkey Punch is he's racking up victories, guys. All you got to do is call him when you see that, or leave a voicemail to enter to win every week. And of course, $1 and a dream Patreon. There's other tiers of our Patreon, but for $1 a month, you get entered into the $60 value. Anything you want. It could be a game, could be a code for Xbox, code for PlayStation. Shoot, it could be a Switch game. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. We actually have a donated game for this week's pony prize as well. It's Halo 5 Guardians.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Actually, just a shout out to Tim Dog. Tim Dog says
that was a half-hearted arf.
That was a terrible arf. I was in the middle of a great sentence. Tim says that his opinion is that Halo 5 is still the one of the greatest X enhancements he's seen thus far this holiday into this winter. So yes, if you get a Halo 5, enjoy that on your X, hopefully, because the enhancement is fantastic.
100%.
Yes, I will give a better Tim Dog bark in my next Tim Dog segment. I don't know. Crap was like, that was not a good bark.
We never discussed there being a segment, guys. I have a problem with that.
That's right. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. We'll have to talk to the producer. You cannot leave the producer out of it. Yeah. But yeah, Jay, do you have another voicemail? Because we are getting ever so close to the 1 o'clock hour.
Definitely. So we have Mr. Zombie Killer.
There it comes, folks.
Hello, MC Mornings. It's Mr. Zombie Killer. I think you guys all know. But I'm back in 2018. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday morning. And it's been cold here. It's kind of getting warm now. And then it's going to get cold again. They call it winter. But there's a lot of Xbox news. And this is probably the best time of the year because we always see all the news and going into E3 and shit. So a lot of good stuff, especially with the Elite controller coming, which I never got the first Elite controller. I opted on it because it seemed like the Scorpio's coming. I'm like, oh, they're going to have a new one. And now they are, and it's going to be what I wanted because the other one didn't have Bluetooth in it or anything like that. So, and the S controller came out, and I'm like, well, why don't I just get the S controller? So now that there's Bluetooth and there's updated to, the normal functions, and now it's with the X and everything. So that is pretty good news. Hopefully we'll probably see an announced trailer at E3. A lot of gaming news. Sea of Thieves still can't wait. They had that Red Faction Guerrilla remaster rumor. I'm actually looking forward to even playing that as well. I also got a cup of Booty-O's this morning with a cereal. And that's probably because Matt Booty took Shannon Loftus' place. Thank God. It's such a great plan, Phil. It's a great placement to put him in there. Because that's better than Shannon Loftus. And hopefully we can see much better deal with Microsoft Studios itself and what he'll do. My question is for you guys, what do you think Matt Booty will do in his up-and-coming role as the head of Microsoft Studios, and what do you want him to accomplish? And I think the X enhancements update for Forza Horizon 3 is amazing. So if anyone hasn't played that, I would go play that ASAP, because that is a fucking great game on X Enhanced. And hopefully looking forward to so many more X Enhanced games. Please. Alright, you guys have a great Sunday. Those are my 2 cents, not 3 minutes. See you later, Mooch and Crap. Thank you, Jay. See you guys.
Well, I mean, what do you think, Crap? What is the prime objective if you had to be, kind of look into a crystal ball? What can he bring that probably, other employees didn't do in the past?
I just think that he's going to be able to just kind of unite the studios and things like that. Right. You got to have like cohesive units and communication and things, and they can share tech and all that kind of stuff. So I think that that's something that we can see coming from them in the future as well. So that's exciting. Just to see what can happen. There's no more, we got to get Phil in on this. Like, he takes Phil's job, not Shannon's job, by the way. He's the guy. He's the head of Microsoft Game Studios now.
Right. And I think that's a big deal. I think he's going to, I think you said it best, Crap. One of the things, without knowing what his plan moving forward is that now things will happen a little bit at a much faster rate, because now things don't have to go all the way up to Phil. Matt can answer a lot of these questions and approve or disapprove as needed.
Absolutely. MNC Mornings, what's up? Good morning.
Down.
Yellow.
Well, good morning. Hey, fiddly diddly. It's your old buddy Cletus here. Yes, it's been a long time since I called in, but I figured it was overdue. Now, guys, I got a couple of questions here for you. First of all, my first question is, do you think Microsoft can afford to have a lackluster E3, and what do you think might be one of their biggest announcements of E3 if they're to come out with something that's going to blow the lid off the place? And lastly, video gamers, well, we tend to eat a lot of snacks when we're playing our favorite video games, and that means if you're eating lots of snacks, you're probably going to the toilet lots of times too, like I often do. And I wanted to know what kind of toilet paper do you guys normally recommend for video gamers? Because Cletus often recommends if you live in the country, you should get yourself a bunch of rabbits, because nothing sticks to a rabbit's fur quite like shit. So if you guys ever see a brown rabbit in the wintertime, you know what got out of Cletus's yard. Anyway, that's all my questions, guys. You guys have a great day. Fiddly diddly, let's keep it rocking.
There you go, Crap.
You want to handle that one?
Well, I'll leave the rabbit part alone. I think the thing that we need to see, the biggest thing from E3 is going to be the first party games. That's number one. But realistically, what's going to be the showstopper would be if we see Phil lock down exclusive time again with like a Shadow of the Tomb Raider or a third party deal that's large. I don't know what that'll, maybe it's just more on Anthem, or maybe it's the same thing that Sony did with Destiny, and a couple of strikes will be exclusive to Xbox. I don't know. But something big needs to happen. That's the second. I think number one is all eyes on Microsoft first party. So I hate to say this, but Matt Booty's got one heck of a first impression to make coming up.
He's not even going to be on stage though. Like he's not.
No, we don't know that.
Well, that's what they said. He's not.
They said he's not going to go on. They literally said he's not going to be on stage.
Yeah, in the interview that they did, like he's a behind the scenes guy. He has no desire to.
Well, you know what I mean. Again, it comes back to the Seinfeld. This isn't a show about nothing. Like somebody's going to be on stage.
Phil's going to be on stage.
Well, yeah, but Phil comes out and does the main
probably still have Shannon come out on stage.
Maybe it'll be Shannon then. I don't know. Somebody's going to come out and talk about first party games. You can't just be like the Wizard of Oz. Matt Booty's behind the curtain. Running everything. He's over there. He's not showing his face today. I think he comes out on stage. I don't care what they said. I think he at least comes out, waves his little hat. You know what I mean? He pulls like a Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own. Comes out of the dugout, waves his hat to the crowd.
See, this is what Phil says about Matt. He says, so started having the discussions before making a decision about Matt on the organization itself. Matt came through my discussions with my leaders like Bonnie and Rod and other people as the person they wanted. The team voted for Matt even before I voted for Matt, and made the decision. It doesn't always happen that way. And it says, this has probably been the easiest promotion from the level that I've had because all the leaders have been so supportive. That's really because of the way Matt shows up. He doesn't need to be the person on stage. He doesn't aspire to be the person who's leading all the franchises or be seen as a spokesperson. He's really all about enabling people in the organization to do their best work.
I think, and don't get me wrong, that's fine. We can take the words literally. I don't think he meant that literally. I think he just meant.
I would be surprised if we see Matt on stage, to be honest with you.
I just think he meant Matt's not going to be on Twitter like Mike Ybarra and Aaron Greenberg. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that guy. He works and, he's like Phil. Phil's only on Twitter for those stretches to answer questions for 15 minutes, and then he disappears for 8 months.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to come out. I mean, I think that's his job. Microsoft first party studios. Oh, by the way, the head of that is behind the curtain. Let's send out so and so.
Well, no, I mean, look, Yoshida's the head of Sony's first party studios. We didn't even see him last year at E3.
That's true. He did not make his way to E3.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But doesn't Yoshida have a huge presence usually at PSX?
I don't think so. I don't even think he was there.
I didn't see this year. I only caught the highlights. So but he was there at PSX.
There were only lowlights. There were no highlights.
Okay. There was no highlights at all.
Let's get another voicemail.
Yeah, let's get another call in. Absolutely.
Sorry about that. Yes, so we've got Space Cat.
Okay.
Okay, Space Cat.
It's me, Space Cat.
Mr. PUBG.
Hey, Mooch. Hey, Crap.
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? I was just wondering, when the next generation consoles come out, the consoles after the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, do you think that power is gonna become more important, or do you think people will buy the console that has the most exclusives at the launch. Okay.
I still think the exclusives and stuff matter minimally. It only matters. It's like, yeah, it's funny because I was reading this article and it's like, it sure feels like Microsoft's new Xbox One mantra is be PlayStation, right? That was a Forbes article.
Right.
And then there was this Gaming Bolt one. Microsoft seems to have finally woken up to the fact that first party games are important. Like, Jesus Christ, where were you guys with these articles about PlayStation 4 the first 3 fucking years of the console generation?
I know.
Y'all didn't care.
No.
You didn't care. That's goddamn God's honest truth is you didn't care.
Right.
Yeah, now you act like they're the most important thing because Sony crapped out a couple or got lucky enough to get some third-party deals for some import games. Like, who cares? Nobody cares. Right? Like, I hate the fact that they try to do that. Exclusives are the least important thing right now. If they were that important, the fucking Wii U would have been the #1 seller because it had way more exclusives than either.
Yes.
Right? So power and all that stuff is matter. Graphics, the Switch is a different story because that appeals to like grannies and everybody. So good for Nintendo, they struck gold again.
Right.
But as far as I'm concerned, like that'll never be a #1 console for me. Like it's something you just play here or there. So.
Right. And I do agree with you, Crap. I wish the one thing with the Switch, and they do have it where you can add your friends and they can see if you're on, but there's so little interaction besides seeing your friend is actually on. Like I say, most people, I know a lot of people, like shout out to Noof who's in the chat. Noof did a whole he did a show where he was streaming. I think they were streaming or they were playing in a group Mario Kart Deluxe 8, and they used Xbox One's live. They used their Xbox One to do their chat, and they played Switch. So it's like the Switch is not a connected ecosystem. It's kind of like it's a very much play it yourself, enjoy it yourself, add a friend to see if they're on, but there's not, you could play Splatoon 2 together, but you can't talk to each other, but unless you have like those, the apparatus set up. So it's a lot of stuff that it's a lot of nonsense. So I think that's something I wish Switch we were all kind of hoping they would have had a better communication set up through their ecosystem, but they just choose not to do that. And that, I think that hurts them in the long run.
Yeah.
You want to take another call? Do we have another? How many voicemails do we have left?
We have 2 left.
Let's do that.
Okay, so we have a new caller, Stop 6 Doc.
Oh, Stop 6 Doc, huge fan of the show.
He's a huge supporter. Yeah,
supporter of the show.
Mooch, Crab, JDUBBS, what's up? It's your boy, Stop 6 Doc, and I like to give a lot. First time caller, actually. But my question is, do you think if Microsoft is working on the second installment to the Rise on the Run, do you think that's going to be the game that's going to finally show off the graphical power of the X and make people say, woo, that thing can do something? All right, peace out. Stop 6 Doc, and I like to give a lot.
Yeah, he does. Stop 6 Doc is non-stop putting codes in the chat, always giving the super chat, and always supporting the show. So thank you, Stop 6 Doc. Totally appreciate that. I mean, Crap, what do you think? I know you, I think, liked Rise a little more than I did, but I think Rise is a powerhouse on visuals. I think Rise
it is,
2,
but I think that if that were to ever happen, I don't know. I think that whole franchise might be done. I
don't know. Isn't it odd? I mean, there's a lot of like rumors, and it's all take with a grain of salt stuff that Crytek's hurting for money, and why wouldn't they do this if Microsoft came knocking? It seems to be something the diehards want back. Everybody wants Rise 2 and Sunset Overdrive 2. Me, I elect more. I would rather have Sunset Overdrive than Rise.
Yeah.
But if Rise made certain changes, why couldn't Rise be like the era that it's in, but like a Castlevania style of Rise? It'd be sick with a like a whip with a ball in the end that actually kills and makes some demonic things that come up and make it like a haunted era in that classic era that they made in Rise. I would love to see just something wacky like that. Would be great. Then you really get me into it. It may be my favorite game of all time if they did something like that. But yeah, anyways, I don't know, Crap. What do you think? Do you think Rise 2 has, I think it has a chance. I don't think it's dead, but I don't think it's, it's nowhere near even 50-50. I think it's like maybe a 10 to 20%
99% dead, 1% alive.
So what you're saying is there's still a chance.
There's still a chance. Yes. There's still a chance. So
yes.
I wish we could see one, but yeah, we won't.
Right. Let's get to our last voicemail, and then we'll spin that wheel.
Yeah.
Certainly. We've got Triple Cup Chuck.
And he's up.
Triple Cup Chuck, and he's up.
Yes.
What up with your crapping Mooch and JDUBBS? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And I would like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy New Year's. I know it's in the middle of January, but I just wanted to say it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? For all of my friends that I met last year, the ones that I conversate with, game with, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all are a blessing to me. And my New Year's resolution for next year is to meet thousands and thousands of more friends that I could conversate with, game with, get online and chat with. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Mooch and Crap, y'all doing y'all thing, loving the podcast. I mean, it helped me out through some tough times. You know what I'm saying? I highly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? My New Year's resolution is just to meet more people and just interact with more people for this next year. So my question for you, Crap and Mooch, is what is y'all gaming New Year's resolution? Well, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out.
Great question. And Triple Cup, man, you are a dear friend to all of us, man. You've been with us since day one. We know that. We recognize that. So thank you, and definitely promote it. Triple Cup does his thing too on YouTube, so definitely support that, man.
For sure.
But I don't know. I think resolution, or not resolution, excuse me. The New Year's kind of changes. I've been trying to lean towards, and I haven't done it yet. And here we are 2 or 3 weeks into January, 3 weeks now. I've been wanting to do more Mixer. I really have. I've been wanting, but I you know, the PUBG thing is, I think that people that are doing it should continue to do it. They're doing a great job. I'm enjoying watching a lot of people that stream on Mixer. I know Blue does it. I know Scratch does it. JKB does it. There's a few others of you that are always doing it, and I think that's great. So PUBG aside, I didn't want to be another PUBG streamer. I think I know me and Crap have talked about it, and I know Crap is a huge fan of Sea of Thieves. I would like to bring back Mooch and Crap streams every Friday night after Crossfire, and have Sea of Thieves running all night, and you know, go, especially, you know, so we'd start the week of March 20th and roll out. But that, you know, that's one game. I'd also like to do certain games, other games, you know, maybe like a Dark Souls remaster when that comes out. Yeah. I know, sorry, Crap will be asleep for that one, but you know, nonetheless, I guess my New Year's change would be to stream, and kind of what Triple Cup Chuck's talking about, and hanging out with people and meeting a whole lot more people. And that, I think you can do that more through Mixer. I already have almost 1,000 people that follow me on Mixer. I put everything, by the way, follow in the description. I put all of myself, CrapGamer, and JDUBBS' information, where we're all, you can find us all on Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Follow us. You know, like I said, you're going to see a lot more streaming, I believe, from me. I don't want to put words in Jay or Crap's mouth, but I will be doing that. That'll be my change.
I can't stream. I mean, I'd chip in streaming, but
absolutely.
I think
we do a great, you know, Mooch, Crap, and Jay's more than welcome as well. If we're gonna do this, you know, come March 20th to start doing it for Sea of Thieves, I think that'd be a great start.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% agree. So JDUBBS, what do we got? The Wheel of Wonder, huh?
I hope I haven't screwed it up already. So let's just see if it. You have to give me a second. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make a couple of announcements too before we start.
Yes, go ahead, Jay.
So some of the people were kind of wondering where their voicemails were. They have to understand that last week's voicemails carried over onto the M&C Evenings show that happened on Thursday. That show was released to the Patreon members that day, and they can access it now. But it is going to be open to the public tomorrow at 12 Eastern p.m.
Noon, yeah.
So you guys can all watch M&C Evenings. And and I've made a couple of extra edits to it. So, it's, you know, we had a couple little audio glitches that I fixed. So if you've watched it live and you've noticed a couple of problems, well, you won't see those problems when you watch the recordings.
All right, sounds good.
Very cool.
Okay. And another thing I wanted to announce is that we did have a last caller that I did forget about, and he is on the wheel, but maybe we'll save him for next week anyway. And he is someone who is pretty infamous on the show. It's Mr. Scorpio 4K60, and I just wanted to let people know that. When we played him on the M&C Evenings, we actually had to flush him, so I was a little reluctant to play him this time, but we'll make sure we get him next time.
Absolutely.
Awesome. You are on the wheel, though, Mr. Scorpio.
Yeah. So just give me a moment here, guys. I wasn't paying attention to my Wheel of Wonder, so I have to get it set up.
That's all right. Well, while you do that crap, you know, you
seconds.
could answer Triple Cup Chucks. What are you thinking the new year? What are you thinking? Is it? I mean, I know you said with streaming you'd like to do.
I actually would like to get a little bit more variety, and like I've been doing all Xbox, but you know, I got a PlayStation and a Switch, and you know what I mean. I'd like to be able to kind of do a little bit more in terms of just what I actually game on, finish up some more games, and I would actually like to be able to finish
unboxings too, crap, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some unboxings and stuff. I got like a new setup and stuff, so hopefully that's something that people will enjoy. Because I'm actually kind of excited to do it. You know, like sometimes you get excited to do content, and that's something I'm excited about. So, I see Noof was asking about Labo. Dude, here's the thing. Like again, Noof, it's not just cardboard, right? I get it. That's like something that you put over it or whatever, but it's also it's software. It's games, right? Like that's just something that it's like that Google Cardboard VR,
right?
You know, it's just like. It's just part of the experience. It's not like the entire thing. It's also games, you know, and it's for kids. Like I would never get that, but it is for kids.
Right. So. I think a lot of people, crap, the angst you hear from the Sony and Microsoft camp is like, if anybody, if those two companies kind of came out, especially Microsoft, Sony probably could have. If Microsoft came out with something like that, it would be a laughing stock.
Yep.
100%. You know, I think that's where you're seeing a little bit of the angst coming from the Xbox community when they mention that. They don't
exactly.
It's not that they're anti it, and I think your point is actually well received. I think it's true. It's just part of the experience. But when people see cardboard and the games are not that, the ones they're showing so far are not that complex, let's call it. They're not that complex of a game, and you're paying for a lot of the engineering stuff that went into the cardboard for $70, $80, $90. You know, you may say a game comes with it, but you can see that you're paying a lot for the cardboard. You know, because the game isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know, playing piano or fishing, like one of them's fishing. You know what I mean? It's like it's a reel. You go, you know, you reel the controller down and you wait and you pick it up and you kind of wheel it back up. It's cool. I get it for kids, but it seems I think the price point may be wrong.
I don't know. I mean,
we'll see.
Just $10 more than a regular game, really. I mean,
yeah, but again, you're fishing.
Yeah, but you're getting, you're getting that cool peripheral. So
I guess
yeah.
You may have a higher regard for cardboard than other people. I
think I've got the Wheel of Wonder up and going, guys.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Or not.
Boop, boop, boop.
I sure hear it.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, there's a code in the chat. I don't know what it's for.
It says it's a $5 code.
$5 code. $5 code. Hey man, $5 code. Great indie. Pick up. Thank you,
there we go.
Stu De Lou. There it is.
Yeah, she's a little messed up, but that's good. Okay, we got it.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
Okay, so let's do the spin.
Spin that wheel. Can we get an? Can you do two voices? Can you do two noises at the same time, Jay? Can we get an all hail Jay? I love that.
All hail Jay! All hail Jay!
You gotta get that on repeat so it doesn't twice. It's great.
Stop 6 Doc.
Awesome.
Nice. He deserves it, man.
He's gonna say, "Give it to Luca." I bet.
Yeah, right. Stop 6 Doc. Like, give it to Luca or give it to somebody. Stop 6 Doc. Great to see him get something because all he ever does is give to the community. So, Stop 6 Doc. I hope you can enjoy the Halo 5 code. If you already have it, I'm sure you know how to utilize it otherwise. So, yeah, geez, with that crap, what a great show. Outstanding show. I do want to make a comment. I'd like to say that whatever Jay's been doing, how great did this show sound? This show's
it sounded awesome.
Amazing. Like Jay's voice was clearly on top of ours, which is good. That's the sound effects were working. Everything was just right on par. So Jay, nice work on your end. And thanks to our Patreon folks for allowing a lot of this show to just continue to get better and better.
Absolutely.
All of you are a big part of it. All of you, the call-ins, people on the wheel, voicemails, every single one in the chat. And for all of you that watch it later on after we're live, I sincerely speak for all of us, and I know they feel the same. We say thank you. Really, really great show today.
Can't wait to get my my Mario Brothers cereal.
Hell yeah! I want to hear. I want to see. Please take some pictures.
I'm gonna take some pictures because it's got Amiibo on the box.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's it's pretty cool, man. It's a big deal. I keep seeing it in my feed. It's like in stock at Target right now. I was like, I could get my fat ass up and go down there.
If
but,
I'm out, I'm gonna go. I'll go grab one I'll be old school and go to the.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick me up some damn almond milk and go to town because I'm black. So,
nice crap. More crap facts.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll catch you guys. What are we gonna do? The mooching? No, you know what? Jay, why don't you do an old favorite? Let's see. Oh, the Cheers one.
Yeah,
that would be a good.
Would be great.
That one.
Sure. Let's do it.
All right, let's.
Yeah, do that one. The outro, man. You guys have a great week.
Yes,
go Jaguars.
Let's go.
Step on that hand.
Game. Catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Making your way on the interweb today takes everything you got. Taking your hate and all your worries about Microsoft's Xbox. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you gotta go where everybody hates the same, and they're always mad at change. You wanna be where you can see the ponies are all the same. You wanna be where everybody hates Bill Gates. You wanna be where ponies know the media is all the same. You wanna go where everyone loves Sony.
Wake on up, it's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap Show. Show, oh.